Well, let's watch the Season of Construct, the announcement trailer, and then let's dive deeper into more information on this, shall we? Let's do this. And as I say it again, the main focus point will be dungeons this season. It's my bad.
Welcome, Wanderer.
Stay a while and listen.
Events have brought you to me.
No,
These are
somebody
strange
else.
times indeed. So many fear the inexplicable. I deal in it. And you seek answers. This will lead you to the
For the
knowledge you
Horde.
desire. Legends state this rune is the missing piece of an arcane construct.
Spooters.
A mighty weapon capable of harnessing ancient power for the one strong enough to control it. But be warned, for the construct is buried deep beneath Kyrgyzstan in the ancient vaults of
Delph?
Sultan. Untouched for centuries, they are protected by deadly traps of Kul's
Well.
own design
Just a flesh wound.
and guarded by his mechanical horrors. But the architect Sultan Kul overestimated his cleverness.
Oh.
In his hubris, the mage abandoned his work, leaving darker forces free to corrupt his machinations.
Okay, that's a pretty cool
and claim
design.
the vault's power for themselves.
That looks pretty cool. I like me some
Monsters
tentacles.
await you in the depths. Take the rune, if you dare.
Nice! Absolutely no gameplay. And oh yeah, there is the info. It begins on January 23rd. So that's more or less confirmed, which is good. Some people were not sure if it will happen or not. I think they will maybe go more roguelike with it. Let's have a look. Because there is a details page. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, prepare thy butts. This is a wall of text from Blizzard. Forces threaten Sanctuary, yada yada yada. January 23rd at 10 a.m. PST. So that is 7 p.m. our time, as per usual. Dungeon called Vaults. See, I told you they will focus on dungeons. A seasonal robotical Seneschal companion and a weekly leaderboards in the gauntlet. Okay. Honor of Sultan Kul's legacy in the new quest line. Yeah, we have seen that before. That looks pretty much like Diablo 3, which is kind of cool. Caldeum, Evil, blah blah blah. It's just story stuff. I'm not really too interested in that. Travel to the Gate Hall, a town center underneath Kyrgyzstan. That serves as your base of operation in the fight against the constructs. The Gate Hall is your conduit to access the deadly vaults riddled with elemental hazards and constructs. These vaults are the key to harnessing the true potential of the Loom. Travel to the Loom to stop the threat, as it is the source, and defeat Malphurs in a new boss fight. I wonder how much that really is like a thing, or if this is just fluff. Play the Season of Constructs. You must create a new character. Okay, this is pretty much the same. Ooh, this looks nice. Wield the power of the Loom by acquiring your very own Seneschal companion, which becomes available during the seasonal questline in Sultan's Vision. The Seneschal. Ooh, now this is interesting. Use a magical governing and tuning stones recovered from the vaults and elsewhere in Sanctuary. Augments your Seneschal to best suit your targeted build for Season of the Construct. You can equip your Seneschal with 2 governing stones and 6 tuning stones, 1 governing stone for each attack, and 3 tuning stones to augment the ability. There are 12 governing stones and 27 different tuning stones. Okay, let me have a look at that. Well, look at that. Okay. So, I mean, you have protect as utility and impale as melee, and you can probably change that. And then you can decide like which talent it gets. Ha. Ha. Okay, give me just 1 second here. Let me put that here. Let me put that there. Let me put that also over there. And back we go. Okay, you do that on the chests. So is this like a Delph League? It sounds a bit like a Delph League, right? And tuning stone as jewelers, okay, they can be crafted. So you're defeating enemies and constructs in the vaults, which then give you shattered stones, and then you can transform them. To unlock the full power of the stones, you will need to increase their raw power by leveling them, of course. So a bit like the vampire powers we got in Season 2. Collect or craft duplicates of the same stone, fuse them together to grant experience, and eventually level up currently held stones. And I can already tell you, the drop rate for this will be too low, so people will complain about it, and then the first patch, Blizzard will increase the drop chance of those stones. I can already tell you that. Increasing the level of these stones increases the potency and ability of these attacks, increasing the level of tuning stones. Okay. Oh, they follow you everywhere. Whoa. I mean, they make things probably a little bit easier, right? If you have like a permanent companion at your side, no matter what you were doing. So, governing stones, auto defense. The Xenoshell construct activates an anti-material field around itself, shooting down enemy projectiles. Oh, so you can even use this in PvP. Bushwhack, quickly ambushes, dealing damage to the target. Firefly, deploy a small construct that lands on the target and explodes 3 times, dealing damage. Focus fire, ray of fire into targets, dealing damage to each over time. I wonder if there, maybe I'm thinking too much here, but I wonder if there is like a connection to the actual player here, or if this is just like, yeah, it does that. I mean, those are all the abilities they are getting. Sure. By the way, I wonder how long this stays. It destroys all projectiles. I wonder if this also goes for like special attacks or something. The Xenoshell construct channels a reconstruct beam, healing the player for the portion of their maximum life over time. Oh, great. Just causing deal damage to themselves. Okay. And those are all the upgrades. Cool. Scholars have spoken in hushed whispers concerning rumors of fabled tuning stones, far beyond the capable power of mere mortals. Their existence is ephemeral. Oh, they're just some upgraded shrines. So this is interesting. Like, okay, you get a companion, you can tune the companion a little bit. So it won't work in PvP. Okay. Neat. But let's see where the meat is. Let's talk about the vaults. The vaults are specialized dungeons that house elemental hazards devised by Zoltan Cole and Ayuzan themselves. New monster family, which are now constructs, several elemental variants. Oh, good. Upon entering the vault, after converting the required pearls of warding. Wait, what? Where do I get the pearls? You will be blessed by Zoltan's warding, a special layered blessing which grants access to the riches within the vaults. Zoltan's warding diminishes stack by stack if you manage to fall prey to various hazards and scatter throughout the vaults. Oh, so they are protecting you from basically the damage, I would say. Let me see. Oh, no. When you are not getting damaged, you are getting more loot. So the better you play, the more loot you will get. Using Pearls of Warding can increase the risk by exchanging them for extra stacks of the warding at the vault entrance. Succeeding, your reward will increase as well. This will be interesting for balancing, I can already tell you. At World Tier 3, Nightmare Vaults unlock. Yeah, that makes sense. Vault sigils will drop alongside typical Nightmare Dungeon sigils. Oh, so you have to basically run Nightmare Dungeons still to get then into the special dungeons. It's kind of funny how I predicted that a bit. I mean, it was not really that hard. As I said, Blizzard has always taken a feature which was already in the game and then just changed it a bit. Where Season 1 was the Cellars, Season 2 was the Helltide, and I said it before, right? Like Season 3 will be about special dungeons. Here we are. Staunch the spread of arcane tremors. That's what we call them today? Okay. Malphas seeks to unleash a deadly construct upon Sanctuary, pouring from the underground vault. Oh, this is the story, I assume. This is the quest line. Dismantle deadly traps, destroy lesser and elite construct to earn shattered stone. Dispatching elite construct grants Pearl of Warding. Okay. And then there's the gauntlet again. Quality of life updates in the Season of Construct. Helltides endure. Starting in Season of Construct, Helltides are always active, save for a 5-minute rest once per hour. I mean, this was pretty clear that this will happen with the Vampire Tide, like especially for leveling and getting your first equipment in order. Permanent Hell Tide, aka the Vampire Tide, was the thing to go. Right? Everyone was using it. Like, if there's a success story in Season 2, it was the Permanent Hell Tide / Vampire Tide. So that they're now doing this makes absolutely sense. Enhanced movement with WASD. Oh, we can now use WASD? Oh, well, that makes sidestepping easier. Ha! I might actually try that. But then again, I'm using my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will see. Extra stash tabs. Extra stash tabs are now available for your adventuring need. Proceed to Stash and in Capital City to purchase an additional stash tab. They said it cannot be done technically. Oh my god. So yeah, if you don't know the story, Blizzard once said, and they literally said that, they cannot give us more inventory space or extra stash tabs because the problem is that whenever you are logging into a game, your character is scanning every inventory and every stash tab, not just from you, but also of all the players around you. which would put too much strain on the server, so they cannot just add more. And a lot of people, me included, asked, why? I cannot trade with people. Why do I have to know what's in their stash? What? Are you shitting me? So, yeah. It was such a weird thing when that happened. It was such a weird thing. So it seems like they find a solution for it. Especially, like, let's be honest here. When you're looking at games like Last Epoch, like, they have figured that out. Or PoE, right? Like, that was so sad. Various other quality of life updates. We've also made improvements to reallocating your skill tree. Improvements to, okay, gold, trading gold. Oh, increased rates to earn the items needed to summon the beast in the eyes and more. Yeah, thank you. What is this? Oh, it's now full screen. This is now like full screen here. What is this little plus? Oh, does it show you what connects with what? Refound nodes, paths, or re-add them. So faster respec. Yeah, it also seems like it is always full screen mode now. Thank God for that. I never fully understand why that is a thing, but thanks Blizzard, I guess. Full patch notes. They're not here yet. Makes sense. We will probably get them on Thursday, which makes sense. Alrighty. Well, what else do we have? Oh yeah, the season rewards. Blah blah blah. Let's have a look at that. There's a horsey again. I don't like the eyes. That looks so weird. All right. There's the battle pass. If you get the premium battle pass, that's a nice horse though. That looks pretty cool. Reminds me a bit of like the dwarf, like the whole thing reminds me actually of the dwarf constructs in Elder Scrolls, like especially in Skyrim. Now that I'm thinking about it, like even the spider they showed, right? Very much like the dwarf spiders from Skyrim, when you think about it. Now I cannot unsee it. Okay, we have that again. The blessings. I wonder how much this will cost. How much will this cost, Blizzard? I'm pretty sure this looks freaking amazing, but why do I have a feeling this will cost at least 30 bucks? Yeah, and then it will have a developer update, which we will probably watch. Because we also have the Xbox showcase on the same day, 2 hours later. So we might actually be able to put that together. But I have to admit, I will be very blunt here. This vault thing has to be really unique and interesting. Or they need something else. Because having a pet following you around Everyone will find the cookie cutter build in 2 minutes anyways, because people do not experiment anymore. Unfortunately, I know that's the fault of the people, not the fault of the developers, but again, still, that's what will happen here. Like, they will find all the cookie cutter builds in just seconds. Like, I'm pretty sure we will already have the cookie cutter builds before the whole thing is even coming out. And then those dungeons have to be super unique, right? Like, every time you go into a dungeon, things have to change quite drastically. And if they don't do that, Season 3, I'm just hoping that Season 3 is not just a nightmare dungeon with some traps in it. You know? Like, I hope it's more than that. I hope it's more than that. Yeah. I would check it out. And I will also check out the live stream. But I will see. I will see. Now, we will find out about this next week. So it's pretty close, right? It's on Tuesday? Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday in the evening. And then we will find out pretty quickly if it is anything interesting, or if this is like a 2-hour thing, and then afterwards you're just like, no thanks, right? So yeah, I would say my first reaction to this is middling to meh, but we will see what they have to show us on Thursday, and we will see what they have to show us when the whole thing is coming out. With that said, if you watched this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I do really do appreciate that. Please don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We are focusing not just on Diablo here. There will be a lot of Last Epoch in the next few weeks, because that game is releasing by the end of February. And I have already hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in that game. And I love it. And if you are looking for something which is between Diablo and Path of Exile when it comes to complexity, Last Epoch is definitely something you should keep an eye out for. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.